And welcome into another night of high school basketball on Hometown Media. Tonight, the Angola Hornets return home as they entertain the Bellmont Braves. Great to have you with us tonight on Hometown Media. Angola comes in at 12-5 on the season. Meanwhile, the Bellmont Braves come in with a record of 3-14, but probably coming off their most impressive win of the season last night. A home win over DeKalb, 60-54. Of course, we saw what DeKalb did here at Angola a couple of weeks ago, coming back from double digits in the fourth quarter to force overtime and then get out of A-Town with a overtime victory. Angola's coming off an overtime win on Tuesday on the road at Leo. That was their fifth overtime game of the season. They are 3-2 in those games. We'll come back. We'll get you set with tonight's starting lineups and more when we return to the Hive. After this, you're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
Farmers State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmers State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmers State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmers State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Let's get you down courtside for tonight's starting lineups.
Number 24, Cameron Summers. And now for your starters. Number 3, Will Baker. Number 4, Daniel Selke. Number 11, Daniel Logan. Number 23, Mo Baker. And number 33, Gavin Kroll. And now for your Angola Hornets, led tonight by head coach Brian Weber. Number 2, Ben Thomas. Number 11, Tyler Usher. Number 5, David Stockton. Number 15, Parker Bosley. Number 20, Reed Lance. Number 33, Drew Weber. Number 23, Jacob Braley. And now for your starter.
lineups tonight for Angola and Bellmont as we get ready for basketball action. Tonight's officials, Bill Forehand, Scott Geist, and Robert Bontrigger. Angola in the home whites with the purple lettering trimmed in gold. Bellmont, the road blue uniforms with the white numerals and letters trimmed in red. Angola left to right as we get action underway here this evening. It was a big day for Angola athletics. We'll talk a little bit about that as the night goes on. But we're ready to play some basketball here on a Saturday night, and the tap is controlled by Tommy Caswell and the Angola Hornets. He'll get it to Stuckey, and Angola will go on the offensive attack first. Inside, Rupel wide open with that backdoor cut, and Angola's on the board first as the Hornets take an early 2-0 lead. This is Selking with it. Right side of the lane, off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Angola comes out with it. Leach quickly to the other end, finds Caswell. And that pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets on a good defensive play from Will Baker. Hornets 12-5. You have to go all the way back to the 2019 season. The last time they won 12 games in a season. And they have two huge conference games coming up next weekend as Knox drives baseline and draws contact. He'll get to the line to shoot two. Niles Knox leads Angola in scoring at 14.4 points per ball game. But next Friday night, Angola has a road game at Eastside. And then they're back home to take on West Noble a week from tonight. And if they win both of those games, that would put them in a position to play Lakeland in the season finale and win a share of the conference championship with Westview. The Warriors already done with conference play. They finished 9-1. 9-1. Knox hits them both, and Angola grabs a 4-0 lead. Angola sets up the full court pressure. Inbounds comes to Baker. Swipe by Caswell, but they'll get it into the hands of Selking. He'll get it into the front court against Caswell. Selking works the dribble, now comes back to Baker. He'll angle it over to the right side against Ryan Stuckey. This is Kroll trying to back into the paint. Nice backdoor feed for Baker. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled and will shoot two. Leach picks up the first against Angola. In fact, one foul against Bellmont as well. Braves trying to get on the board as Baker's first free throw is up and good. .64 senior hits them both, and that cuts the Angola lead in half. It's 4-2. Hornets work against the Braves' full court pressure. Here's Caswell to Knox, baseline drive, muscles it up and in, and that was just pure muscle move by the freshman. He's got four, and Angola leads at 6-2. Left corner three on the way from Bo Baker is good. And just like that, Angola's lead cut to one at 6-5. Inside Rupel. Finds Leach, had it blocked from behind, tried to get it back. It's out of bounds. It'll be Bellmont basketball as once Leach had a block, or Stuckey had a block, couldn't get it back. It's deflected out of bounds by Leach. A win tonight by Angola would be their 13th of the season. You'd have to go all the way back to the Ed Bentley days to find the last time Angola won that many games. Here's Selking. Got it back out to Vogel. Drives it into the lane. Left corner, it goes for Selking. Drives baseline. Shot wouldn't go, but he's fouled and will shoot 2. That's no good. So 1 out of 2, and we're tied at 6. Stuckey right side. Caswell finds Knox down low. Cross court for Leach. Open 3 on the way is off the front of the rim. And Bellmont has the rebound as Selking heads back the other way. Picked up by Caswell. Right side 3 is up and no good for Vogel. Angola comes out with the air ball rebound. And double dribble whistled against Tyler Ruppel. And that'll be the first turnover, and a line change for Angola as Ben Thomas, Crew Weber, and Kyle Husher all check into the lineup. Ruppel, Stuckey, and Leach will get a breather. There's a whistle and a foul on Caswell. And that's the second on Caswell, and I would assume somebody who just came out is going to be right back in the ball game here momentarily. Here's a drive to the hoop by Vogel. Shot wouldn't go in the lane, and Husher just into the ball game has his first rebound. Well, Stuckey will get off the bench. He'll check in at the next whistle for the Hornets. Inside, Weber wide open for 2. 6 of Angola's first 8 points scored by freshmen. Drive to the basket, shot no good by Kroll, but he's fouled and he will go to the free throw line. This will be the 3rd trip to the line already for the Braves tonight. And Kroll's got a chance to tie the score with a couple here. First one's up and good. That'll give Stuckey a chance to check in for Caswell, who has to sit down with those 2 early fouls. One more for Kroll. It's up and good, and we're tied at 8. Coming up on the midway point of the first quarter as we cross the 4-minute mark. Stuckey looked for the back door to Thomas. Wasn't there. Goes to Husher. Here's a baseline drive and the pull-up jumper by Knox that's no good. Rebound knocked around and comes back out, and Knox taps the loose ball to Stuckey. Got it to Husher, and he's whistled for steps. So Angola's last 2 possessions have ended in a double dribble and a travel. And Bellmont gets it back with a chance to take their first lead of the ball game. Here's a long 3 on the way by Selking that's good. And the Braves have their first lead of the night. It's 11-8. Angola quickly to the other end. Stuckey to Weber. He'll take the free throw line jumper. That's no good. And Bellmont has the rebound. Here's Vogel. Left-handed dribble down to the baseline. Strong move to the basket. Couldn't finish. And Weber had the rebound, but Vogel knocked it away. And a long 3 now from Selking is good. Back-to-back threes, and Bellmont has opened up a 6-point first quarter lead. That's 7 first quarter points for Daniel Selking. Husher right side for Stuckey. Splits 2 defenders into the lane, now double teamed, and a whistle and a foul on Bellmont. That's going to go on Vogel. That'll be his first, second against the Braves. Leach back in for Angola. Now Rupel will check back in. And he'll replace Ben Thomas. Comes it up top for Husher. 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. Bellmont has scored the last 8. They trailed 8-6. Now they lead at 14-8. Stuckey, fall away jumper, left it short. And a battle for the rebound, and Angola comes up with a loose ball. Here's Husher for a 3 straight away. That's no good. And the rebound comes down to Krull. Or excuse me, Bo Baker with the rebound for Bellmont. Here's the 3 from Krull. That's off back iron, no. Weber got a hand on the rebound, couldn't bring it in, and Angola ends up with a loose ball. Husher quickly to the other end, lays it up and in. That stops an 8-0 Bellmont run, and it's 14-10 Braves. 1:30 to play here in the opening quarter. Selking had his shot blocked, loose ball. Baker comes up with it, cut off in the lane, now finds the cutting Bo Baker to the basket. They couldn't get the shot away. Krull will take the 3 and nail it. That's the third 3 of the quarter for Bellmont. 17-10. Braves lead it. We're under a minute to go first quarter. Stuckey down the left side of the lane, too strong off the glass, and the rebound comes down to Selking. So Belmont's got a chance to end this quarter with a bang, and they've also got the possession arrow to start the second quarter. Now we've got a whistle and a foul on Stuckey. That's his first. That's 5 against Angola. So 2 free throws coming up for Vogel. Or excuse me, Bo Baker again. First one's up and good. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Knox is checked back in for the Hornets. Baker kicks it out for Baker. Now back to Will Baker. Baker drives off the glass, no. Tapped up his own miss, that wouldn't go. And Stuckey pulls down the rebound. Down to 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Well, it's early, but this just kind of feels like a big possession for Angola right here. Knox is fouled with 1.5 seconds to go. And the grand scheme of things, probably not a bad call for Bellmont. Now you just leave Angola with 1.5 seconds to play as Cameron Summers checks in for the Braves. They'll lob it in, pass deflected away, and that's how the first quarter ends. After one, Bellmont leads at 18-10. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward. When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more.
Back in the Hive in Angola, 18-10. Bellmont with a lead in the basketball as we start the second quarter. Angola trying to force the defense out a little bit farther here to start this quarter. And the ball knocked loose, picked up by Bellmont. Long three on the way is off the back iron, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Rupel. Off to Stuckey, left side Leach. He'll take the three, and that's good. Landon Leach with his first bucket cuts the Bellmont lead to 5. Top of the key three on the way, and that's good. And Bellmont has been lighting it up from behind the arc tonight. That is the 5th point for Baker. Inside Knox for 2. And Angola looks like they're trying to force the pace of this game to be a little bit faster. Jake Hackman gets it into the front court against Rupel. This is Selking. Got it to Will Baker. Pass deflected away and stolen. Angola back the other way, and a whistle and a foul going to be called on Belmont's Jake Hackman. 6-foot junior picks up his first. That is the first against the Braves here in the quarter. Vogel's out of the ball game. Gavin Krull checks back in for Bellmont. (21-15). It's a 7-point lead for Bellmont. Down to 6:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Thomas across the top of the key, looks inside for Knox. Got inside position and 2 more for the freshman. That's 8 first half points for Knox. He's a little more than halfway to his season average of 14-7. Down low, Summers had trouble handling the basketball. Kicks it back out. Krull's 3, no good. And the rebound secured by Knox. He's going to be fouled. And that's going to go on Cameron Summers. It'll be his first. That's 2 against Bellmont here in the quarter. As we mentioned, it was a pretty good day for Angola Athletics. They had Dallas Davidson qualify for the state wrestling tournament in the semi-state down at Fort Wayne. The girls gymnastics team won their own invitational, and Ella Sears placed 6th at the state swimming meet in the 50 freestyle and 4th in the 100 backstroke, and broke her own school record in the process. Here's a 3 from Stuckey that's off the mark, and it's off of Knox and out of bounds. It'll be Bellmont basketball. Also, the middle school gymnastics team picked up a win at the Wawasee Invitational today. So all in all, pretty good day. And Hornet basketball team trying to cap it off with a W here tonight, but they've got some work to do. They trail at 21-17 with 5:10 to play here in the quarter. Here's Summers, top of the key. Back over to Bo Baker. Now to Hackman. To Summers. Hackman baseline drive and kisses it off the glass and good. First bucket for Jake Hackman. Here's Rupel for a 3 on the right side, and that's good. Down to a 3-point lead for Bellmont, 23-20. Selke into the front court against Stuckey. And a turnover by Bellmont. Will give it back to Angola with 4:16 to go. Weber, Thomas, and Hush are back in for the Hornets. Stuckey, Caswell, and Leach will all have a seat. Angola can tie it with a 3. They trailed by as many as 8. Rupel stays out of the double team, finds Knox in the corner. Now Thomas, left of the circle, had it poked away, but fortunately picked up by Husher. Right side, Knox, a catch and shoot 3. That's good. Double figures for the freshman, and we're tied at 23. So the Hornets have wiped out an 8-point deficit, and all tied at 23. Bellmont has had games this year where they've had trouble scoring. On the season, they only average a little over 44 points per contest. Here's a drive to the basket, and a hand-checking foul going to be called on Angola. That's going to go on Rupel. As Will Baker checks it. I mentioned Angola had the overtime win at Leo the other night. Bellmont played Leo earlier this month and lost 71-30. Here's Vogel, strong dive to the basket, too strong off the glass. Rebound came down to Bo Baker. Out it goes to Selking for a 3. That's no good. And Weber lets the rebound go out of bounds. It'll be Angola basketball. 3:04 to play here in the first half. All tied at 23. Angola a chance to take the lead back. Rupel to the foul line. Got it to Weber. Kicks it over in the corner for Thomas. Had it stripped on the way up, and Bellmont comes out with a loose ball as Baker gets it up ahead to Kroll. All the way to the basket off the glass, no good, and a strong rebound for Knox, and he's fouled. And Leach and Stuckey will check back in. Husher is out of the ball game along with Thomas. Caswell also back in for Angola. Summers checks back in for Bellmont as Vogel has the seat. Under 2.5 to go here in the first half. Low scoring game between Angola and Bellmont, tied at 23. Caswell turned the corner, shot wouldn't go. Weber taps the rebound out and kept it alive. Left side Leach, extra pass for Caswell, back up top to Stuckey. Right side Weber spots up for the 3, that's too strong. And the rebound to Summers. Bellmont with a chance to regain the lead. Kroll's triples in and out, no good. Rebound knocked around and loose, picked up by Baker, couldn't get it to go. And then a whistle and a foul is going to send Bellmont back to the free throw line. That's going to go on Leach. That's his second. That's 2 against the Hornets here in the quarter. And it's going to send Daniel Vogel to the line. Vogel still looking for his first points of the contest. First one's on the way and no good. One more for the 5'10 senior. He gets that to go. And Bellmont regains the lead at 24-23. Here's Knox into the front court. Finds Leach in the lane, and he puts it off the glass. Rattled out, no. And the rebound come down to Summers. Had it taken away by Weber. And the point-blank range shot from Stuckey wouldn't go. And Bellmont's got the basketball back. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Hornets. Inbounds to Selke. He'll bring it up against Stuckey. Left side for Gavin Kroll. He's got it against Knox. Down low to Summers. Right side it goes. Selking with a long three is no good, and over the backboard, that'll be Angola basketball. Bucket here, and Angola can regain the lead going into the locker room. They go down low for Knox. Here's Stuckey into the lane with the left hand is good. Angola seesaws back on top, 25-24. Under 40 seconds to play in the first half, and near steal by Caswell. Selke was able to get it back, and then Caswell commits his third foul. That'll get Rupel back off the bench. And Caswell will have to sit the final 36 seconds. Came away with a clean steal at first, but Selke able to get the basketball back. And now Thomas is going to check in for Leach, as they're going to try to stop Leach from picking up his third foul. Selke, left side of the lane, out to Kroll. He's got it top of the key, hands off for Vogel. Now Summers. Back out to Vogel, down to 20 seconds to go. Vogel looking for a seam, kicks it in the corner. Summers will take the three, and that's good. Fifth three of the first half for Bellmont. And the Braves regain the lead, 27-25. Rupel tries to answer, and that's off the back iron, no. And the long rebound is out of bounds as a good effort by Weber. Had to try to get around Vogel and just couldn't quite get to the ball. So 1.9 seconds left. Inbounds to Kroll. He'll launch it from three-quarter court, and it's off the back of the rim. That was close. After one here at the Hive, Bellmont leads at 27-25. We got second half action coming up in a bit. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
He's not gonna pick her.
No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together.
No.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ, happy tastes good.
He's not gonna pick her.
No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together.
No.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ, happy tastes good.
More skilled physicians, and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
Buying a new home means a lot of decisions, starting with where are you going to get the best mortgage? At First Federal, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, convenient payment options, and expert-friendly advice, all without the long wait you get from one of those big city financials. Make your dream home a reality. Talk with us. We're an equal housing lender.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
2-point lead for Bellmont as we come out of halftime and head to the third quarter. Braves led it by as many as 8 in that first half. Angola had a 6-point lead at one point. Leading scorers through one half of basketball, Niles Knox leads Angola with 11. And leading Bellmont is Daniel Selke, and he has 7 first half points. But Bellmont with a really balanced scoring effort. Baker's got 5 for Kroll, 4 for Bo Baker. It'll be Angola basketball to start this quarter as the inbounds comes to Stuckey. Hornets no stranger to close games. They have played 5 overtime games this season. Their latest just came on Tuesday night at Leo. Here's a backdoor lob for Stuckey, couldn't get it to go. And Bellmont had the rebound, lost it, picked up by Rupel, and we're tied. 27 all. Both teams trying to ratchet up the defense here early in this third quarter. Vogel got it down to Kroll, and that's a held ball. It'll stay on this end with the Braves. Halftime contest was the dollar shoot for Pizza Hut Pizza. I see lots of kids walking around the gym with their own large pizza. So some pretty good shooters coming up through the ranks, it would appear. Here's Selke. Got it to Kroll, hands right back to Selke. Inside, couldn't get it to go, was Baker. And then the putback back up and in gives Bellmont the lead back as Bo Baker picks up the bucket. Inside, that's too strong. Leach got the rebound and put it in, and we're tied at 29. Right corner three on the way for Bo Baker is good again. Bellmont has shot well from behind the arc tonight. That's their 6th three of the ball game. Inside to Knox. Back out it comes to Rupel. Pulls up 17 straight away. Rattles in, out, and back in again. That cuts the Braves lead to 1. It's 32-31. Kroll will take the three. That's short. And the long rebound picked down by Baker, couldn't get it to go, and then Angola comes back with it and a chance to regain the lead. Caswell hands to Leach, thought about a long three, but thought against it. Left side it goes to Stuckey. Crossover, kicks it back out for Rupel. Up top it comes to Leach. Back to Rupel, and Angola will pull it out and reset with 5:30 to go here in the third. Stuckey spins, fall away on the baseline is short. Knox came away with the offensive rebound, and then he is fouled by Will Baker. Foul on Baker, the first against either team here in the third quarter. Crew Weber will check in. He'll replace Caswell. Lob came in for Weber. It was knocked away, and then Baker comes up with a loose ball. Baker into the front court. Right side for Kroll. Has it against Leach. Left side Vogel, baseline, kicks it back out. Baker another three, that's no good. Leach has the rebound. Angola looks to run the other way. Quickly up ahead it comes to Rupel. Now Stuckey into the lane between defenders, couldn't get it to go. Rebound knocked around. Stuckey comes away with it and had it blocked, but a whistle and a foul will send Ryan Stuckey to the free throw line. Baker picks up the foul. That's his third. And that's going to force Peyton Selke, the head coach, to go to his bench. And he's going to bring Cameron Summers back into the ball game to replace Will Baker. And if you're Bellmont, you've got to hope Baker doesn't have to stay on the bench long. He's been one of their better players tonight as Stuckey hits them both. Or 1 out of 2, excuse me. And it's 32 all. Here's Vogel against Leach. Left-handed dribble to the lane. Got it back out to Bo Baker. Looks for the handoff. Got it to Selke. Here's a pass knocked away. Ball loose on the floor, and Angola comes out with it. Leach back the other way. Bellmont got defenders back. Here's a catch-and-shoot three by Rupel that's good. Angola back up by 3, 35-32 as we go under 4 minutes to play. And here's a foul against Stuckey. That's his second. Ben Thomas going to check in to replace Stuckey. Series all-time, Bellmont leads 10-0. Angola would be looking for their first win all-time against the Braves. Here's Kroll against Knox. I'll force it inside to Bo Baker. And tried to throw it for Vogel and was knocked away. Angola back the other way. Thomas had it blocked, but a whistle and another foul called on Bellmont. And that's going to send Thomas to the free throw line. Coach Peyton Selke is pointing to the other end of the floor. which usually would indicate call it the same on both ends as Thomas puts the free throw up and in. 4-point Angola lead as Jake Hackman checks back in for the Braves. He's in to replace Vogel. (36-32), 3:35 to play here in the third quarter. As Caswell heads to the scorer's table, and he'll check back into the ball game. And he's in to replace Tyler Ruppel. And now a full timeout taken by Bellmont. We'll take it with them. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
(37-32). It's a 5-point lead for Angola. 3:35 to play here in the third quarter. It'll be Bellmont basketball after the 2 free throws from Ben Thomas. Angola will pick up full court. It'll be Krall to bring it up. The 6'3" senior into the front court, throws it right side for Selking. Selking against Husher, trying to throw it inside. It was poked away by Thomas. I know what we got. Well, they call a foul on Angola. It went on Thomas. And honestly, didn't hear a whistle. That's deflected out of bounds by Knox. And now things look, they might be getting a little bit chippy as the official steps in and tells them to clean it up. Inbounds comes to Baker, hands back off to Selke. Left side, Krall will take the 3. That takes a big bounce and no good. And the long rebound secured by Bellmont. This ball was knocked away. It was picked up by Selke. And here's Summers down the lane. That's off the back iron, no. And the rebound to Angola's Tommy Caswell. Remains a 5-point lead for Angola, 37-32. Bellmont led it by 2 at the break. And here's a foul called way up top against the Braves. That's going to go on Selking. That'll be his first. Ruppel and Stuckey and Leach all back in for Angola. Inbounds up top to Ruppel. Under 2.5 to play, third quarter. Stuckey with it out of the center circle, right side for Leach. Both teams have pretty much been man-to-man the entire game, and that foul's going to come before the shot. but it will be 5 against Bellmont. So that's going to send Stuckey to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's working on a 3-point night. Came in as the Hornets' second leading scorer at 8.9 points per ball game. And the first free throw is off the front iron, no. Stuckey missed them both, and Bellmont's got the long rebound. Selking into the front court, picked up by Rupel. Angles it back over to the right side as he got by Knox, and it's out of bounds. They say Knox the last to touch it. So it'll stay with the Braves with 2:03 to play here in the quarter. Selking to inbound, comes into Bo Baker. Hands back to Selking as we go under 2 minutes to play. Behind the back dribble, into the lane, out to Baker, right corner. And here's a pass picked off by Stuckey. Stuckey all the way to the basket, count it, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Pushes Angola's lead to 7. That's the Hornets' biggest lead of the night. They had a 6-point lead in the first half, early in the first quarter. Selke's second free throw fails to draw iron, and it'll be Bellmont basketball with 1:49 to go. I missed one. That must have been a lane violation. Stuckey's back at the free throw line. I'm not sure what the call was, but they went to the possession arrow, and it's going to be Angola basketball. Caswell back in, and Stuckey's out. Rupel used up his dribble, now finds Knox with 1:32 to go here in the third. Angola trying to extend a 7-point lead. Here's Leach as we come up on a minute to play. Caswell with 42 seconds to go. Bellmont hasn't really put much pressure on Angola this entire possession, and the Hornets have been very patient, just let the clock run. Down to 30 seconds. Leach to Rupel. Bellmont does have 5 fouls in the quarter, so if they were to foul Angola, it would be free throws. Here's Knox. We're down to 13 seconds. Long one from Rupel is no good. Weber's got the offensive rebound, out to Leach. Down to 7 seconds. Leach into the lane, finger rolls it up and in. That is 7 for Leach. Half-court shot from Krull is no good. And Angola will take a 9-point lead to the fourth quarter. Hornets 41, Braves 32. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
He's not going to pick her. No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together. No.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ, happy tastes good.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Angola will take their largest lead of the night into the fourth quarter. It's 41-32. As they erase a 2-point halftime deficit and outscore Bellmont by 11 in that third quarter. Here's Selking. Baker has checked back into the ballgame with those 3 fouls. He's kind of surprised that they let him sit as long as they did, as that lead continued to grow for the Hornets. Baker's got it now down on the baseline. Got it to Crawl. Baseline floater is no good. And Ruppel's got the rebound. Long outlet for Caswell. And it's a double-figure lead for Angola. An 11-point advantage for the Hornets, 43-32. Out it goes. The 3 for Baker is good, and a foul and a chance for the rare 4-point play. So it's going to send Will Baker to the line, and he's got the 4-point play. And also gives him up to 9 points in the ballgame. Ruppel now leads Angola in scoring. He has a game-high 12. Ruppel angles it right side, got it to Knox. He'll take the 3 in the corner, and that's no good. Caswell scraps for the rebound, flips it up backwards, no. And then a held ball, and this will be Angola basketball. Stuckey re-enters, and Weber's out of the ball game. Inbounds to Leach. Back out it comes to Ruppel, and Angola will reset. Stuckey angles across the top of the key. Backs up down the right side of the lane. In the corner it goes to Ruppel. This is Leach. Left side Caswell into the lane. And he tried to go to Stuckey over on the right side. And Stuckey zigged when Caswell thought he was zagging. More full court pressure by the Hornets. They lead at 43-36 as we come up on 6 minutes to play here in the fourth. Selkin across the timeline. Right side comes for Hackman. Jump stop in the lane. Flips it up with the left hand, and it's good. 4th point for Jake Hackman, and Angola gets 2 on the other end from Ruppel. Here's Selke, left corner, it goes for Baker. Inside, Hackman's got 2 more and a foul and a chance for the 3-point play. Caswell picks up the foul, it's his 4th. And that's going to get Ben Thomas off the bench and back in for the Hornets. So the last 2 possessions, as that free throw is good, Bellmont has picked up 7 points. The 4-point play from Baker and a 3-point play for Hackman. And just like that, Angola's lead is 4 at 45-41. Here's Thomas wide open inside, couldn't get it to go. Loose ball rebound, and the held ball will go to Bellmont. Oh, a close game. You got to make those point-blank range shots. Full court pressure by Angola. Here's Selke, and he's going to be fouled by Thomas. That'll be the third foul against Angola here in the quarter, and for Ben Thomas, it's also his third. Braves basketball across the way. Chance to get a little bit closer. This Angola lead was 11 at the beginning of the quarter. We still have 5:15 to play, and it's down to 4. Selke, left of the circle. Hands off for Kroll. Back to Selke. Deep three is good. It's a 1-point ball game. And it's a 12-2 run by Bellmont to get this down to a 1-possession game, and Angola wants a timeout. 4:52 to go here in the fourth. Angola 45, Bellmont 44. Back in a minute. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Back at the Hive at Angola. It's a 1-point Angola lead. If you missed it earlier today in Angola Athletics, Ella Sears finished 4th in the state swimming finals in the 100 backstroke, breaking her own school record. She also finished 6th in the 50-yard free. Angola gymnasts won their own invitational. Dallas Davidson become the first Angola wrestler since 2021 to qualify for the state wrestling meet. And the middle school gymnast also won today. They were victorious over at the Wawasee Invitational. Now the boys basketball team trying to finish off what has been a pretty good day so far. Knox got inside, had it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets. Rupel inbounds, comes in the corner to Leach. Up top for Stuckey. And Stuckey kind of got himself into no man's land there and was looking to dump it off down on the baseline, but already had drugged that pivot foot. So the turnover gives it back to Bellmont, and the Braves have a chance to regain the lead. Full court pressure coming up by the Hornets. Selke to work the dribble across the timeline with the left hand. Comes to Kroll. Way behind the arc, right of the circle. Now Baker. Back to Selke. Will Baker has it against Rupel. It's Bo Baker on over. It goes for Hackman. Under 4 to play. Baker against Knox. Or excuse me, it was Selke against Knox. Now Baker has it. Hackman to Bo Baker, right side. It comes for Kroll. They lob it down low for Baker, off the glass, and Bellmont has risen from an 11-point deficit to take a 1-point lead. It's 46-45. Drew Weber to the scorer's table. He'll check in at the next whistle. Caswell also set to return at the next dead ball. Here's Thomas into the lane, left corner Stuckey. He'll take the three. It's good, and Angola regains the lead, and the Hornets will burn a timeout as they regain the lead 48-46. It'll be a full timeout or a 30-second timeout. This one headed right down to the wire, and Angola no stranger to close games in the fourth quarter. In fact, they've had 5 go overtime, including 1 double overtime and 1 triple overtime game this season. So what would one more be for the Hornets, right? Of course, the triple overtime game they won earlier this year on the road at Woodland. Meet Bellmont basketball after the Angola timeout. The three by Stuckey gives him 8 points and also gives Angola a 2-point lead. Here's Krull, finds Baker, cut off down near the baseline by Stuckey, back to Krull. Here's Bo Baker. Got it to Selking. We're down to 2:40 to play in the fourth. Will Baker working it up top against Stuckey, and now Bellmont is going to burn the timeout. Good job defensively by Angola to keep the Braves from getting into their offense. So Coach Peyton Selking burns the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Don't forget, Angola with 2 games next weekend as their chase for an NECC title remains alive. Friday night, it'll be on the road at Eastside. No broadcast of that one as Eastside does pay-per-view. But we will have the game on Saturday night against West Noble. 2 wins next weekend by the Hornets would set up a huge game 2 weeks from last night, the last game of the regular season on the 28th here at home against Lakeland. A win that night, assuming they win the 2 next weekend against Eastside and West Noble, that would set the Hornets up for a chance to share the conference title with Westview. Here's Krull for 3, and Bellmont's back on top. 49-48 Braves, 2:15 to go. Stuckey across the top of the key. Up top, Caswell. Now Weber. Back to Leach. Down to 1:52 to go. Caswell got it to Stuckey, spins, cut off. That lane was really jumbled up and nowhere for Stuckey to go. Well, back it back out with 1:30 to go. Leach, right side, Knox, drives baseline, lost his footing, and a travel will give it back to Bellmont. I think Coach Brian Weber was trying to say that Knox was tripped but didn't get the call. It'll be Bellmont basketball with 1:27 to go. Inbounds comes to Baker. Hands it off for Selking. He'll bring it up against Stuckey. Angola trying to set up the trap. Selking split it. Got it down low to Hackman. Back out to Bo Baker for 3. That's no good. And a huge rebound for Stuckey with 1:10 to go. Stuckey, collision, got it out to Weber. His jumper is good. And Angola seesaws back on top, 50-49 with 59.8 seconds to go and a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this, you're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the blue button difference.
(50-49) Angola, 59.8 seconds left. Reset it for you. Hornets have 3 fouls here in the quarter, none against Bellmont. So if it comes down to the Braves having to foul, they don't have any fouls whistled on them here in the fourth quarter. Angola does have the possession arrow in their favor. And Caswell, the only player in real foul trouble on the court with 4. Here's Krull to Baker. Inside to Bo Baker, and Bellmont regains the lead. And another quick timeout taken. What we got? Now they're saying no timeout. (51-50) Braves. Boy, after the season that Bellmont's had to pick up back-to-back wins at home over DeKalb and a road win at Angola, that would be huge for their season. And now we're going to have a timeout. So Bellmont takes the 32nd timeout. They lead it 51-50. And for the moment, that takes out of the equation the fact that Bellmont hasn't had a foul called on them here in this quarter. It would be a little bit different if Angola had the lead and the Braves had to foul. That means they'd have to foul 4 times before they could send Angola to the line, or 5 times actually. Each team left with 2 timeouts. It'll be Angola basketball, 44.9 seconds to go. 1-point lead for Bellmont. Stuckey's into the front court. Right side for Ruppel, down low Stuckey, and a whistle and a foul. And this might play to the advantage of Bellmont now as they are able to foul and kind of disrupt Angola's offense without the Hornets getting a really good quality shot. And that's what they did right there. The foul was on Baker. Only trade-off for Bellmont is that was his 4th. Inbounds to Caswell, back out to Stuckey. 30 seconds and counting. Angola trails by a point. Stuckey to Caswell, turns the corner to the lane, and a whistle and a foul is going to send Caswell to the free throw line with 19.7 seconds left. So Caswell, the first one to tie. And no good. And you'd have to think Bellmont, if Caswell makes this free throw, is going to hold it for the final shot unless they get something wide open underneath the basket. Caswell gets the second. We're tied at 51, and Angola takes the timeout. This will be a full one. We'll take it with them. Back after this, you're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
51-51, 19.7 seconds to play. And if you're Bellmont, your big task right at the first is to make sure you don't turn it over and you're able to get a shot to try to win this at the end. Angola, you want to force the turnover. Inbounds comes to Baker. He'll get it to Selke. Weaves through traffic into the front court, and Bellmont will take the timeout. That'll leave both teams with a single timeout. We're down to 13.2 seconds to go. And again, overtime games are no stranger to the Angola Hornets. You go all the way back to December 10th. That was their first one. They went 3 overtimes at Woodland, came away with the 81-72 win. They won a double overtime contest at Fremont just before Christmas on December 21st, 53-50. They then lost in overtime at Garrett in the NECC tournament, 56-55. They lost to DeKalb here at home in overtime on January 22nd, 71-67. And just this past Tuesday, they went overtime and beat Leo 64-62. And Bellmont has not went overtime this season. So the Hornets are 3-2. Bellmont has not gone overtime yet here in the 24-25 season. Selke will inbound. And didn't see anything, so he'll take the timeout, and that is the final timeout for the Braves. Again, 13.2 seconds left. We're tied at 51. Angola does have a foul to give if they want to disrupt the rhythm and not maybe give up an easy shot. They do have a foul to give. Hornets with 3. Caswell's on the floor. He has 4. Baker has 4 for Bellmont. Other than that, nobody on the court right now in any real foul trouble. A whole plethora of guys with 2 on both teams. But nobody in danger of fouling out. Also on the line tonight for Angola is a 5-game winning streak. So Angola breaks the huddle. Bellmont still gathered around Coach Peyton Selke. As the horn sounds. And let's see what they draw up. Let's see if Angola elects to use that one foul they have to give. So Hackman will inbound. And nearly knocked away by Knox as Kroll has it. Down to 8 seconds. And Knox will use the foul Angola had to give. And it takes us down to 7.5 seconds to play here in regulation. Selke again inbounds to Kroll between the circles. Has it against Knox. Forces it up and couldn't get the roll. Rebound tapped out, picked up by Leach, couldn't get it away, and surprise, surprise. Angola is going to overtime for the 6th time this season. We'll do it when we come back. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
It'll be a full one, 54-51. Back in a minute. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
He's not gonna pick her. No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together. No.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ, happy tastes good.
Buying a new home means a lot of decisions. Starting with, where are you going to get the best mortgage? At First Federal, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, convenient payment options, and expert-friendly advice, all without the long wait you get from one of those big city financials. Make your dream home a reality. Talk with us. We're an equal housing lender.
(54-51), the huge three by Leach has given Angola a 3-point lead. A minute 40 to play here at overtime. Angola in their 6th overtime game of the season, and the Hornets have the basketball. Inbounds comes to Leach. Bellmont still had 2 fouls to give, and Selking will commit one of them there. As the Braves will already work on lengthening this game. Inbounds comes to Stuckey. Left side it goes to Rupel. Bellmont still with a foul to give. Here's Rupel back to Caswell. Back to Rupel, on over to Stuckey as we come up on a minute 15 to play. And there's the last foul that the Braves had to give. They now have 4, so the next one will send Angola to the free throw line. So there's the foul. This will send Angola to the free throw line with a minute 6 to play. And that's on Baker, and that's his 5th. And that could be huge for Bellmont here in the waning minute of overtime. Caswell's first up and good, and big thing for Angola right there. That turns it into a 2-possession game. Got them both, 56-51. We come up on a minute to play here in overtime. Selking into the front court. Has it against Leach, used up his dribble. Now finds Bo Baker, back to Selking, down to 50 seconds to go. And travel against Selking, got into the lane and was looking over there to the left corner, and I don't think Hackman was where he thought he was going to be at first. Inbounds comes to Knox, and he is fouled immediately by Selking, and that'll be his 4th. Knox 11. He scored all of those in the first half. The first one's on the way and good. Well, this is a big one for Angola because this would turn it into a 3-possession game with 46.1 seconds to go. Off the back of the rim, no good. Loose ball rebound picked up by Bellmont, and a whistle and a foul as Cameron Summers was streaking to the other end of the floor, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. As that is the 5th foul against Angola. Ben Thomas off the bench, and for Caswell, it was his 5th. First one is no good. So it remains a 2-possession game. Second one is good. And it's 57-52. Here's Leach to Thomas. And he is fouled and will go to the line and shoot 2. Well, it looked like a couple of times Angola was really close to being over and back. First one's no good. He'll have one more. Back to the bench. Cameron Summers back in for Bellmont as he comes in to replace Daniel Vogel. He pushes it back to a 6-point lead. 3rd point for Thomas. And time starting to cut short for Bellmont. Here's a 3 in the corner that's no good. Offensive rebound rejected by Stuckey, out of bounds. And it'll be Bellmont basketball. Down to 24.6 seconds to play. I think Belmont's going to have to try and score in a hurry. Selking drives in and had that rejected by Stuckey. Picked up by Kroll. His 3 straight away is good. And Bellmont will take their final timeout as they've cut it to 3, 58-55 with 16.1 seconds to go. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC and Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
6th overtime game of the season for Angola. They lead at 58-55, down to 16.1 seconds to play. And the Hornets will have the basketball out of the timeout. Both teams over the 5-foul limit here in the 4th quarter in overtime. So every foul committed will be 2 free throws. Angola with Rupel, Leach, Stuckey, Thomas, and Knox on the floor. It's Vogel, Summers, Selking, Kroll, and Hackman for Bellmont as Angola gets it in and a foul with 12.1 left. And now Bo Baker will get back off the bench. He'll check in after the first free throw. Free throws off the back of the rim, no good for Stuckey. Got to hit one of these 2 to turn it into a 2-possession game if you're Angola. Second one is good. So that turns it back to a 2-possession game as Angola leads it by 4, 59-55. And a timeout taken. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians, and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
Coming into tonight, Angola had been 0-10 all-time against the Bellmont Braves. And right now, the Hornets with a 4-point lead and 12.1 seconds to go. Close it in on maybe picking up that first win against Bellmont. Kroll will take the deep three. That's no good. That's going to make it tough. Leach has the rebound, and time will run out, and the Hornets do, for the first time, pick up that win over the Bellmont Braves. And they had to go to overtime for the 6th time this year to do it, and they win it by a final score of 59-55. Tyler Ruppel leads all scorers with 14, 12 for Knox, 10 for Leach. Three double-digit scorers for Bellmont. They were led tonight by the 23 points of Bo Baker, 11 points for Gavin Kroll, and 10 points for Daniel Selking. As Angola picks up their 13th win of the season, Hornets now 13-5. As I said, they are now 4-2 at overtime games as they go extra basketball for the 6th time this season. And Bellmont loses their first overtime game, again the final, 59-55. Our next broadcast comes up next Saturday when Angola plays West.